Let's take a trip. Have you ever read The World Is Yours on a blimp? Tell her be free, baby, spread your wings. Get your legs in the sky like a plane, let me guide that.
Okay. Hey guys, so my hair is really ratchet today because I just did not want to do my hair, and I am still in my pajamas and my shorts, my pajama shorts. And I'm still in my pajamas because I refused to get dressed today and I don't want to do my hair. And I'm laughing because my cousin is literally right there. She came out of nowhere today. I think she came out of somebody's pocket. Okay, but anyways, before we start this video, I have something to tell y'all. So Mondays I do tutorials and stuff, and Wednesdays I do vlogs, Fridays I do story times, and Sundays I just do random things. Well, on August 24th, that's a Monday, and it's the first day of school. So starting August 24th, I'm going to be doing daily vlogs. And also, that Monday, instead of doing a how-to tutorial, I'm going to do my morning routine for the first day of school. And yeah. And then also that day I'll start doing daily vlogs. And that's all on August the 24th. That's a Monday. So, yes. Okay, so anyways, to this story. I probably should have gotten more pictures for it, but okay, whatever. Okay, don't laugh. Okay. I should really right there. My blanket's in the way. Okay. So basically, this video is gonna be my confusing on and off relationship. Okay, so it was the week before Valentine's Day, and it was a Saturday that he had asked me out. Me and this guy had been, we're gonna call him MJ, just for his cover-up name. So me and MJ had been talking for a week, and then it was a Saturday, and I had been texting him while I was at the movies, and we were watching SpongeBob. It was me and my sister, and I was texting him, and he sent me the little heart eye emoji, and I asked him a question. I was like, are we dating? And he was like, I don't know, do you want to? And I was like, well, I want to, but do you want to? And he said, yeah. Shut up. And so we started dating, and come Valentine's Day, we had been dating for a week, and it had come Valentine's Day, and I was like so attached to him because that Sunday I had went to a park to go and see him, and I brought 3 of my friends. So I went to a park to go see him, and my friends gave him my phone. He was my screensaver, and I told him, and I went up to him and I was like, can I have my phone back? And he said yeah, and then I just walked away because I was too scared to talk to him. Well, then a week went by, and it was Friday, Valentine's Day. I don't know what day Valentine's Day is, whatever. So it was Valentine's Day, and I came home, and I noticed that he wasn't at school that day. And so I knew something was up. And I came home, and I texted him, and I said, hey. And he didn't answer me. All he did was read the message. And then I texted him again, hey. And then he said, can you go out there? Sorry, guys. Okay, sorry for that interruption. But anyways, okay, so I came home that day and I had said hey to him. He only read my message, and I was really mad about that because he didn't text me. And so I texted him again, hey, and that's when things started going downhill. After I had texted him, hey, he said, hey, you're cute and everything, but I just think that we should break up. And so right there in that moment, I just felt like a sudden rush going through my heart. Like, I felt like my heart was just beating so fast. And my heart just felt like so fast, and I busted out crying because like I've never cried over a dude, and he was the first guy that I've ever like really liked and really have felt feelings for, and he was basically the first guy that I've ever felt for, and he just treated me so good, and he told me that he loved me like every second, and I just love that. So a week went by, and it was a Wahoo Wednesday, which we only have 30 minutes in every class plus 4 extra classes. And what had happened was he had saw me going to the hallway with my squad. So I was like, whenever I saw him, I made my squad like get in a circle around me where he couldn't see me anymore, because I didn't feel like crying that day, because I couldn't look at him without crying and stuff like that. I couldn't look at him without crying. I couldn't see a picture of him without crying, and I couldn't hear his name without crying. What are you doing? And it was just so hard for me. So I didn't want to see him, and I didn't want him to see me. Well, he saw me, and after school he had texted me. He said, hey. And I just found that really weird. So whenever I got home, I was texting him, and he ended up asking me out again. And I was like, yeah. Like, of course I was going to say yeah, because I still wasn't over him. Well, what had happened that day was we got together, and then we dated for an entire week, and we didn't see each other. All we did was text. Like, we didn't go anywhere. We didn't end up seeing each other or anything like that, because I was like, okay, I'm not even going to try and see him this time, because I really don't want to get, like, hurt again. So a week went by, and it was another Wahoo Wednesday. Well, apparently he ended up breaking up with me again. And I forgot what he said. I think he just said, we need to break up or something like that. I don't know. I forgot. But at that moment, it was so crazy because, like, I could not feel my head. Like, I felt like I was gonna die. And again, I felt my heart breaking, and I started crying. And so then a week went by, and I told my friends, I was like, no, I'm not gonna go back out with him because all he does is hurt me. Well, a week went by, and we started texting again, and we basically started dating again. And my friends were seriously really freaking mad at me. Don't unplug that. My friends were literally mad at me. It's backwards. Don't open it. There's no games on it. My friends were seriously really, really mad at me. Like, literally, none of my squad wanted to look at me. They were just so mad, because they were like, all he does is hurt you, and then after that you're just heartbroken and you feel like doing anything. And they said, we just don't want you to get hurt. And so they just didn't talk to me, and I was like, I'm sorry but I can't help the way I feel. And they said, yeah, it's okay, we're still friends, it's just really hard that you would do that without telling us. Because I didn't tell them at first, because I really didn't want them to know, because I knew they would get mad. Well, basically, they didn't get mad afterwards. Like, it was a day of getting mad at me, and I texted my mom, and I was like, Mom, I want to go home. I want to go home. Can you come pick me up? Because I just don't really feel like being at school right now, because there's a lot of stuff going down, and I just don't want to be in the middle of it. And so my dad came and picked me up, which I was in band, so it was kind of late in the day, but I still didn't want to get involved in anything. Like, I didn't want to go through all that. Don't mess it up, Naya. You're gonna mess it up. Like, okay, so what had happened after that, I got picked up and I just went home. And I like, the whole squad had never been mad at me before, so I was like, everybody's just mad at me. So I started crying. After that, the day went by, and I texted him, and I said, hey, and we started texting and everything, and then I went to school, and I saw him, and, like, he tried to hold back his smile, and I tried to hold back mine, and everything. And I stopped. And then everything just went downhill from that, like, again. So a weekend went by, and it was another Wahoo. 30 minutes in each class, 4 extra classes, and yeah, so that had happened. And then that Wahoo Wednesday, I ended up seeing him like 8 times in the hallway, which I never get to see him. And my friends had ended up pushing me on the ground to see if he would pick me up. Well, they didn't get me on the ground because I didn't want to see him, because I was, like, way too scared to. And so I was way too scared to see him. Well, basically, after that, school had ended. It was the bus. We were waiting for the bus, and my friend, we're going to call her Michaela. My friend Michaela, she called me over there, and she said, are you dating MJ? And I was like, yeah, why? And she said, you need to break up with him because he's dating somebody that's in my class that I know. And I said, what? And she said, you need to break up with him. And so I didn't believe her, of course. And then I got a phone call from 2 of my friends, and they said, Miracle, MJ's cheating on you. And they said, he's cheating on you. And I was like, okay. And my eyes started filling up with tears. And then I got onto the bus. My friend was in ISS. My really good friend. Her name, I'm just going to cover up her name and say her name was Maria. Yeah, okay. So Maria was in ISS at that time. And whenever she was already on the bus, so whenever I got on the bus, she saw my eyes, and, like, my face was red. I had tears going down my face. I had my eyes, and they were filled up with tears, and I was literally biting my lips so hard so I wouldn't let them out. And she saw me, and whenever I sat down, she said, what's wrong? And I didn't tell her because I couldn't open up my mouth without bawling. And then she hugged me, and I just busted out in tears. And she said, it was MJ, wasn't it? And I said, yeah. And she said, what happened? And I was like, everybody's telling me that he's cheating on me and everything. And so after that happened, I was crying throughout the